TRS-25 coming at you. Alright viewers, this is our first scope / RedDot review from Out of Work Outdoors, and it happens to be from Bushnell. Alright, this is the Bushnell TRS-25, and I've been using this for roughly 6 months now. It was actually recommended to me by one of our other members, V-Man from 24/7 Outdoor Addiction. And based off of his recommendations and based off of using his actual TRS-25, I actually went out and bought one. I actually bought it from Walmart for $105 after taxes. So it was priced around, I think it was priced about $96 or something like that. So it's a pretty good buy from Walmart if you can find it locally. I'm just going to go over some of the things I liked and a lot of things I didn't like. And maybe it'll help you guys make your decision, maybe it won't. So most of the reason why I want to do this is a lot of guys out there that will say this is one of the best scopes and best red dots and things like that for the price. And I will agree that for the price, it is the best bang for your buck. I don't see a lot of other red dots really coming close to it for $100. I know this AR-15 over here used to wear a Vortex Spark, and I've actually fired that one before. So I'll kind of differentiate between this and just kind of the Vortex Spark that I've shot before. Some of the features that are different, things like that. Yeah, so for about $105 out the door, that's what you're gonna get. This is what you're gonna get. This is the TRS-25. I know it's mounted onto my 1022 right now, but I didn't want to take it off, so I had, so I have to re-zero it later. So anyways, the TRS-25 comes with a little cloth, and it comes with these cheapo covers, which I don't even use. I basically just hang them off the side like this so I don't lose them. Just like that. So if I am transporting them, I will cover it. But for most of the part, if I'm at the house, this is actually my primary optic right now for this firearm, and I am using this for home defense at the time. I know it's a 22 LR, so you guys are gonna give me a lot of flack about that, but oh well. I'm still. Pretty much looks just like this. For the guys that have never seen it before, it looks like this. It is a fairly small scope, very small red dot scope. I'll slash up the. I'll put up the specs here, probably to the left side of the screen. And if you've ever held a 1022, you know how the thickness of it is and how it looks. This is the back end of it. And I already have the red dot on already. Okay, so it looks just like that. A lot of people don't give you this view, so I'm probably one of the first ones doing this view. So it looks like that. Alright. And it's got 11 adjustable clicks for the red dot brightness. The only thing I don't like about this click is like it's a positive click, but there's no like halfway click where it actually turns off. See, there's no halfway like click. You can feel it, you can see it. See that? It'd be nice if they could have like maybe at the 10.5 setting, it'll turn off. I mean, you could do that, but you never know. You might put it in your backpack, you might bump it, and it'll just turn on. So that's not a good excuse for it. You have the height and the windage adjustment here. The battery is in here, although you can't just twist this off. I've tried twisting it just off with my fingers, but as soon as you turn it, the whole thing turns. It's not like you can just finger turn this and it'll come right off. It's all pretty tight, so you'd actually have to hold it and then probably use a coin to clip it open. And on the other side, the only thing you have is this bright orange glow, And I used this to go hunting one time, and I think that kind of destroyed my element of surprise on the animals, because when you're in the woods, you're always hiding behind trees, or you're always in camo, things like that. And that's one of the very popular items that a lot of people are talking about for hunting, is a red dot. Red dot sight for hunting is the next greatest thing for some reason. But it's really not, because if you think about it, you're in concealment, you're in behind brush, and you're all camoed out sometimes, and not even your face is showing, and all of a sudden you bring your gun up and this red blaring things, staring right at the animal, it's going to see it. So I don't recommend red dot sights for any hunting rifle. If it's duck shooting and you're in a blind and you finally bring it up and you've already called them in close enough, maybe I might let you get away with that. But anything else, like shooting hogs with a slug, with a shotgun, anything like that, I just don't recommend a red dot sight. I just not a big fan of it. But there it is, TRS-25. It does not come with this mount. This is a UTG mount that I had to buy for, I think, $13 off of Midway. And I think I kind of bought the wrong size, because if you look at it, let's see, this is actually a little off the mount. It's actually a little forward off the mount, but it's no big deal since it's a 1022. And for a 1022, it didn't actually, you can't put it on one of these. It was too low, so it actually had to be a little bit higher. And I think I bought I think this is the half-inch riser. Basically, that's what you call it. It's half-inch riser, and you put it on. And I've shot it. It's fairly accurate, but then it's a red dot, so you really can't say that it's super accurate, because to me, it seems like you can never hold it. You can never hold it perfectly in the same spot over and over and over, because the red dot sight. This is a 2 MOA red dot sight, and you don't have like the precision that you would when you do, especially when you're zeroing compared to a scope. So with that said, you guys know I'm a scope person, all right? So red dot versus scope, if you want to go into that conversation, is a whole conversation for a whole nother day. But here's the other thing I didn't really like about it. If you look directly down the tube, you'll see this little black piece sticking out of here, and that blocks your view. I know you're supposed to shoot two eyes open, but at the same time, I thought that just looked really ugly. That's something a lot of people don't really cover. And when it's on full brightness, you'll see the entire thing shine. See that big old glowing red, like all inside the red dot enclosure with the red dot tube. But if you turn it the other way, let me see. On one, it's not bad, but on one, you can't barely see the dot. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See, sometimes it does that too, so it's not always like every position is going to be on. Sometimes it'll just do that thing. So that's 7. I usually throw it on 8. 8's like my go-to light, but as soon as it's on 8, you can already see the reflections coming off the sides, like right there on the top and the bottom. I really just don't like that. I think there's a better way to do this, like a spray on the inside, maybe some really light absorbent paint that will absorb the red. See, on these other ones, it's not as bad. 5. You kind of get away with that. But that's one thing too. In terms of accessories, I know a lot of companies support this red dot because it is very widely available. A lot of people use it and everything. But like I said, I'm just not a big fan of it. And the reason why I'm not a big fan of it is I like the fact that on the other red dot scopes, they have the ability to turn on just an instant button. I'm not really a big knob person. So like the only way to turn this on and off is to knob it in and off. Okay, I'm a big fan of setting all your settings exactly the way they are. Press one button, it goes to that setting, and then one button, everything turns off. So I'm a big fan of that, and this one just does not do it. And that's one of the reasons why it's not on my AR-15. It's on my 1022. On a 1022, most of the times we're just plinking with it, so it's a great plinker, okay? Because you're not in any type of a competition or anything like that, and you're not in a life like a life-threatening deal as well. And that's one of the things I was kind of a little getting concerned about. And even though it is my primary optic for my 22, it won't be for a very, very long, because if I had a chance, if I was going to ever use this in like a life or death situation, say WROL or shit hits the fan situations, this is not going to be my go-to optic. I wouldn't do that. I'd like give this optic to, say, somebody else on my team who didn't have an optic. Yeah, I'll give them a RedDot, but I'm not going to be running this one. Give me something else. Give me something like at least from a vortex spark point of view, you know? So, yeah, that's the other thing. It's like, it catches a lot of dirt too, so. There it is. And at times, let's see. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, it's a nice quick little review on it. It's nothing too great, nothing too bad about it, but it can withstand a lot of shock though. I haven't tested it myself, so I can't say, but we have had these on AR-15s, SKSs, and they do retain their zero after you fire, and they do not give up on you, because we have 2 of these that we've been reviewing in our project, and both of them are still pretty much flawless. Batteries are supposed to go for 3,000 hours. I've probably had mine on for about 150, and it's still going, and this is still the original battery. Okay, in terms of being watertight, it does come with the rubber seals right here. Let's see if you guys see that. It does have rubber seals here, but I haven't dunked it, so I don't know. It's supposed to be fog proof and everything else as well, but like I said, I don't know. I haven't dunked it. I'm not a Navy SEAL, so I haven't dunked it in the water long enough to see if what'll happen. But I'm pretty sure it might. For the price, they say it's fog proof and things like that, but I kind of doubt it. I think it will fog up. It's just not expected for the price range. If it doesn't, I'd be very surprised. Let's see, what else have I noticed about this that I didn't like? Oh yeah, the other thing was, I'm a right-handed shooter, so I hold my rifle like this, right? So with the knob be on this side, you have to kind of come around and do this. See, they need to put it on this side, left side. Yeah, I mean, that's just me. I mean, you could always come out and do this, but it seems like this hand just wants to do fire control and charge the handle, and that's it. And sometimes I even charge a handle like this. So with that being said, if they can move this knob to the left side, awesome. That's my critique about it. I mean, for $100, can't do too much, but that's it. I mean, if this is kind of like a really, really good balance between a person who doesn't want to spend too much money, or just has enough money and is not in the real precision world, but wants to still enjoy. It's almost like it's your first pair of skates, you know, or your first car. You just want to get into the car world, but you can't afford anything. So this is what you get. And it is pretty good. It won't let you down. I know there's a lot of other copycats out there, like EOTech copycats, T1 copycats that are right around this price range too, that will not deliver the performance that this one does. So a lot of people will say, well, this is the one to go to, and I would agree with that, although I do have my reasons for not liking it very well. I think some people, if you can live with the 1022 dial, say, pretty much only fire missing features, it'll serve you great. Alright, so that's my TRS-25, Bushnell TRS-25 review. I fired Winchester.